Hey there. If you're thinking about getting out there on the road with the big rigs and driving a rig, an RV, or even a bus, then have we got great news for you.
Southwest Truck Driver Training can get you trained and rolling in as little as 4 weeks. They offer lifetime job placement support. They have special military programs, a financial aid program, including grant applications, and so much more to offer you.
Plus, they're family-owned business right here in the Southwest. They have world-class training for Class A and B CDLs, hazmat endorsement training, RV training, and, of course, a refresher course if you need one. And did we mention they have 3 locations, which are Phoenix, Tucson, and North Las Vegas?
So we don't know why you're sitting there channel surfing on a TV when you could be learning to drive and roll down the road to earning a great living today.
Go to their website, swtdt.com, to learn more about Southwest Truck Driver Training to shift your career into high gear.
Tell them you heard about them on the 18 Wheel Talk podcast show. We love them. You will too.
Breaker 19 for radio check.
18 Wheels.
Welcome to the 18 Wheel Talk podcast show.
We're a podcast for truckers, about truckers, by truckers.
Coaching generations of drivers while guiding them on their path to success.
Fueling them with knowledge and passion for trucking.
Navigating the industry 1 mile at a time.
Spark the revolution.
Do, do, do.
Dude. Recording in progress. I still say they put that in because somebody started their meeting and was talking smack about somebody and forgot to mute themselves. And caused a whole world of shit.
And tried suing them over it.
I bet you.
It's all that
That's why. That's why now that every time you say recording in progress, recording in progress, it could have been like, "Hey, recording's in progress."
Hey, Patrick.
Yeah,
recording's in progress.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Not me.
Welcome to the 18 Wheel Talk podcast show.
Welcome home.
Hey, we're not just a podcast for truckers.
That's right. We're going to give you a little laugh, a little humor, a little, hey, Patrick, what's going on today?
I don't know what's going on today.
We're going to talk about Christmas.
Okay, what about Christmas?
People spend way too much money.
Presents?
Money.
Money.
People that go broke over Christmas because they got to outspend, the guy next door, and their kids have to have the better toys and the better gifts and the better sneakers and the better.
I don't really talk to our neighbors, so I don't really care what they spend. Unless they're buying me a gift and they need to know what I want, then by all means.
You know what I mean. I'm not talking about you and me.
Oh, I said the neighbors.
People in general.
Oh, peoples in general.
People's outspending. People's. Don't give up my day job.
Okay. So, what about it?
Well, everyone spends, a lot of money on Christmas in general.
Mm-hmm.
On average, I read that people spend like $560 per child on Christmas in the U.S.
Nowadays, yeah.
Yeah.
When my kids were younger,
mm-hmm.
Not so bad.
I'm talking about the here and now.
I know, but I'm just saying $550 per kid now. But yeah, because everything's pretty much electronic. Well, you can't just buy. Everything's electronic now. It doesn't matter. Anything the kids want is electronic.
But you can still buy and have a decent Christmas without spending that much money.
Well, this is true. I agree.
Okay.
But I'm saying back when my kids were little, it was make me a list.
Mm-hmm.
Try to come up with at least 10 items that you want Santa Claus to bring you.
Okay.
And out of the 10 items, we did 5. We picked at least 5.
Okay.
It was always a gimme that they were all going to get at least one or two new outfits.
Okay.
It's because their kids are growing. They need clothes to fit.
And mid school year is a good time for them to get new clothes. Yes, always has been, always will be.
I mean, tell me you didn't get new clothes at that time.
Oh, I did, but I'm a clothes person. I always liked it. That was.
I mean, hello.
Clothes and shoes.
So what you used to get when you were little?
We got a couple gifts apiece.
Mhm.
We always got like one bigger item of toy usually and
Mhm.
some clothes,
Mhm.
Like when I was real little and we lived in Springfield, I remember the year that I got my Barbie doll. That was a big deal for me.
What?
Yeah.
You got a Barbie doll? Did it look like you?
Yeah, she had long blonde hair.
How long?
But over the couple of years, I got Barbie and I got her little sister Skipper who had red hair.
Yeah, Skipper. Yeah.
And then
See, I know about all these things because
people for
I
a
had
long
two girls to buy for. Anyway,
time,
sorry. Go ahead.
for a long time, people said the first black Barbie came out in the 80s. That is a flat out lie.
What?
Because my first Barbie, her legs didn't bend. Okay, that's
Okay.
back in the early 60s. I don't know when Barbie came out, but her legs didn't bend to begin with.
I think Barbie came out
and my first Barbie, I got Barbie and I got her little sister Skipper and I got her best friend who was black and she looked like that one black actress on TV with the afro that was a cop from Mod Squad.
Okay.
I don't remember the actress's name, but so I had a black Barbie doll when I was 5, probably.
All right. Barbie came out March 9th, 1959.
Okay. I don't know if when it says the first black Barbie came out, but I know what she looked like.
It was 11 inches tall with a waterfall of blonde hair. Barbie was the first mass production toy doll in the United States with adult features.
Okay.
According to Google.
Okay.
The woman behind Barbie was Ruth Handler.
Yep.
Who co-founded Mattel.
So
little snippet,
history lesson.
Little Easter egg of knowledge right there.
So then it was really big after that for me to get Barbie clothes from my brothers. We had a neighbor that his mom made Barbie clothes and sold them, and neighborhood kids would buy them for, their sisters and stuff for Christmas and birthdays. So that was always a big deal to get new Barbie clothes for Christmas.
Now, according to Google, in 1980,
nope,
was the release of the first black and Hispanic doll named Barbie.
She might not have been named Barbie, but I had a black Barbie doll in the 60s.
Okay.
Like I said, she looked like the one chick off Mod Squad.
Mod Squad.
Mod, M-O-D. Oh. And she was the same size as Barbie, and as far as I was concerned, she was a Barbie doll. Go back up to vintage African American.
The 1966.
Nope, that's not her. She had an afro.
Okay.
He's Googling for me. That's the one. Click that. Nope.
Suspect Francis. Not it.
Anyway. So anyone my age, any little girl that was a little girl back when I was in the 60s.
Right, so we're talking any girl back, age 29.
Yes. Any little girl who was a little girl in the 60s, age 29, like I am, would remember the black Barbie doll that came out. Like I said, I don't know that it was Mattel. I don't know that it was officially a Barbie doll. I do remember that she was the same size as my Barbie doll. And all my Barbie clothes fit her. Therefore, in my head, she was Barbie. Christy
premiered in 1968.
And she was Barbie's best friend.
In response to the equal rights movement. That makes sense. That was back in the 60s.
Yep.
She was the first non-white Barbie and Barbie's best friend. That's what it is. Christy was the first released as a paper doll, then reproduced with two other dolls as a set of talking dolls.
Yeah. Nope. She was
So there you go. Another tidbit of knowledge to put in the stupid knowledge memory bank.
Which makes sense because in 68 we lived in Devereaux Heights, which is a suburb of Springfield, Illinois.
All these little
and
nuggets,
I got her for Christmas.
All these little nuggets of information that we're just giving you on the 18 Real Talk podcast show. By the way, if you're listening to us in your ears, thank you for joining us. Go to your favorite podcast player and leave us a 5-star review.
And on YouTube, you can subscribe right here.
Yeah, there's a little logo down there by Janet's finger. Yep.
So
just click on that. It'll say Subscribble.
So as we were talking about gifts, that was typical when I was little. We'd get one toy, some clothes, and some other small toys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then we exchanged between siblings.
Okay.
Always under $5 when we were real little, a couple dollars, spend it at the dime store or something like that,
Right.
Then when we became teenagers, it was clothes, some nice outfit because I was really into clothes. I didn't care. I didn't want any toys, Like one year, one of my brothers, my brother Jamie, gave me a record player with an AM, FM, and separate speakers. That was really cool to me.
Whoa, I remember those.
Yep, that was
you were rocking the house if you had separate speakers.
Yep, I had separate speakers. He gave me that. My mom and dad gave me a really nice dark blue sweater and a pair for my birthday, which is right before Christmas, and then a pair of white slacks, and I got a pair of boots, really nice boots, leather boots, which was cool, and they were really in style. So you were
rocking it. Rocking and styling.
Yeah, but typically clothes, something nice, some jewelry because I was a girl. The guys got stuff that they liked,
Wait a minute, you're a girl?
Yeah. The guys would get, tools or wallets or stuff that they wanted,
Sorry.
Anyway.
Anywho.
So then when Leanne came along, my niece, things didn't really change when she was little. She would get a big toy and a couple smaller things and clothes. Same way.
That's pretty much it. When I grew up, we always made a list, and if memory serves me correct, I'd say most of the time there was things on our list that we got, but then there were times where we didn't.
Yeah.
And then there were times where we got that and then some. Yeah, depending on how financially the year went for mom and pop.
Yeah. Now see, my parents, you made a list, you never got everything on the list. There was 5 of us. Mm-hmm. Then when Leanne came along, there were 6 of us. My sister's oldest. So my parents making a list and getting everything on it were not the same. They were not even remotely related.
Oh, of course.
But we never wanted for anything. And we always had great Christmases because it was always family. It was always about being together as a family, going to grandma and grandpa's.
Now it's about Facebook.
This is true. It was always about the baking and the time spent together and playing card games and board games and going to grandma and grandpa's and doing the same thing and enjoying your time together. And I'd get a small gift from each of my grandparents. I never expected anything extravagant. Mm-hmm. I can remember like one year.
I always got a $5 bill from my grandma.
Yeah.
Didn't matter. Always got a $5 bill.
And like one year from my Aunt Dory, my dad's sister, Dorothy, she was doing the plaques that you put pictures on and you glaze over them and then you hang them from the wall.
Okay.
And she did a set of those for me. And I loved them, for a long time until someone I was married to threw those out.
Wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Nope, it wasn't him.
Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm smarter than that. I know when to run when the guns come out.
That's right. So anyway.
He,
otherwise, I'd still have them.
And in his defense, so does he.
Yeah, he knows when to run. He just didn't run fast enough. But back
Red
to Christmas.
Bull gives you wings.
So yeah, and that's like helping my sister with Christmas all the time because since I didn't have children, I always helped her. It was always the same thing. It never went extravagant. They might make a list and then they'd get one really nice gift and then a couple smaller things and some clothes. Mm-hmm. And that's how my family always handled it. And most of the people I knew, but I also knew people that went way overboard.
Yeah.
Like
I
kid
had
would
a few
get
friends
like
that.
30, 40 gifts for Christmas, which you'd sit there for 3 hours watching one kid unwrap
Yeah,
gifts. And I'm sorry,
like,
that's too much. That's just too much.
It's a bit overboard.
Yeah, I know someone in high school that got not just a car, a brand new car.
Wow.
For Christmas.
Well, I mean,
a brand new car.
I mean, like
for
I
Christmas.
said, if we're wealthy, and as you know, if I was well enriched with Monet,
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, I would squander it. I would make sure the kids had whatever they wanted. That would have been me, because I'm a kid at heart, and I'd be there playing with all their toys with them. So
You use the word squander and money, and we live together.
Yeah.
You were just looking to get
I
hit.
said, if we had a lot
Oh, okay.
of Monet, like lottery ticket winning money,
Oh,
then yeah, the kids would get whatever they want. That's all I would have said. That's all I'm trying to say, Janet. You hear the words coming out of my mouth?
yep.
Oh, goody.
It's all good.
So we didn't have a plethora of Monet.
Okay. So this being said, there was also two types of people when it comes to spending money for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that there's the type like my parents. If you don't have the money, you don't spend the money because you don't put Christmas on a credit card.
What?
You pay cash for Christmas, and it's really that easy. And then you have people that put everything on a credit card and you pay it off all year round.
Or 5 years down the road.
Or 5 years down the road.
When a virus hits and you can't pay the bill, and then you got to claim bankruptcy, so then you pay,
or you
50
hope
cents.
Uncle Sam just says, "Don't worry about it, we got this covered."
Yeah, we pay 50 cents on the dollar just to pay it off.
Yeah, but that being said,
and then you get a hard mark on your credit report, and then you can't get another credit card to save your life. But anyhow,
but then there's Afterpay to take care of that, so you don't have to.
Oh,
worry
that's
about it.
another. Whew.
Same thing, only different, but you don't. Yeah.
Listen, I remember when Finger Hut first came out. It was like having a credit card.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it was kind of nice, but it's kind of like you paid a little bit more in interest, but
unless you paid for everything up front,
right?
If you ordered and paid right away, you didn't have that.
But to have that option,
yes.
And
I've had Finger Hut for years
that's
because
like e-commerce before it was e-commerce. If you think about it,
Finger Hut used to have a lot of, I don't know how to word this nicely, really crappy stuff.
Yeah,
like their towels were the cheapest thing in the world.
I'm just saying,
but over the years, they've improved their quality.
Exactly,
they really have.
They were brand new.
Yeah,
they were just getting. Amazon. Amazon used to only sell books. Now look at them; they sell
everything.
Everything you get your damn hands on.
Yeah. But yeah, and now there's this. But anyway, I started to say.
Sorry.
Backtrack. 13% of Americans, as they're starting to buy this year's Christmas gifts on their credit card, they're still paying for last year's Christmas gifts.
Not me.
So if they spent $1,000 on Christmas at 17% interest, they're actually paying $1,500 to $1,600 over the time, for the 1,000 something worth of gifts. You see what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, because
they've stretched it out because of the interest. So they lost.
I got the solution.
Their $1,000 Christmas ended up costing them way too much.
Well, you got to get a new credit card. You got to plan ahead. You got to make sure that you can pay it off by the end of the year, though. But you get a brand new credit card.
Okay.
You apply for it.
Okay.
Because usually they give the introductory offers. Sometimes it's a year. Sometimes it's 18 months. So.
Sometimes it's 6 months. You got to know which one you're getting.
But a majority of them lately, that any of the credit card brochures that come in our mail lately have been 18 months, no fees, no interest.
Mm-hmm.
Which, hey, that's a year and a half to pay off Christmas.
Oh my God, you did that with New York math?
Yeah.
Oh my God, my heart beats. Oh my Lord.
My toes are going like this.
My Lord. He figured out that 18 months is a year and a half, and he went to New York schools.
Listen, I had kids.
Oh,
Once they hit 18 months, it was a year and a half, 2 years, 2.5, 3 years. I didn't, no more months after that.
be still my heart. Okay, anyway.
It's like, he's 12 months old. Well, no, he's a year old. And then even when he was 13 months old, he was a little over a year. Even at 15 months, he's still a little over a year old.
Anyway, but when that 18 months, we'll say, rolls around, if you haven't paid those debts off, all that interest hits you at once.
Well, that's what I mean. You got to plan ahead and know that, you're going to have a bill.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can pay more, like if the bill comes in as at $50 for the month, but you can afford $100, pay it off sooner.
Correct.
It just makes you look that much better. Mm-hmm. Bang. There's a tidbit. There's a nugget of information for you.
But if you pay the minimum every month,
stupid knowledge brain.
Yeah, if you pay the minimum every month, you're kind of screwed.
That's the thing. You want to pay more than the minimum. You don't want to pay just a minimum.
This is true. So
you're trying to help. This does one of two things. One, it allows you to spend money at Christmas that you don't have right away, but it also helps build your credit at the same time. See?
Okay.
One hand washes the other. So the kids will have a nice Christmas and you'll build your credit. I like to spend it, baby.
Yes, you do.
Flaunt it.
So
$100 bills, yo.
40% of Americans pay for Christmas exclusively on credit cards.
Not us.
I'm very happy to say we are not in that 40%.
Well, at least not her.
He is.
I spend it on. I spend how I have. If I don't have cash on hand, guess what, Mr. Credit Card? I'm going to discover the possibilities.
But you don't even have to anymore.
I know.
You just take your phone and go. Pling.
It's tap and go, baby. Gotta go. See ya.
I need to learn to borrow Kyle's phone when we go shopping. Can I borrow
know,
your phone,
right?
Kyle? I need to make a call.
Yeah.
Bleep. Okay, I'm done talking.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Come again.
So 48% of Americans have stress-induced or stress that's induced by holiday spending.
Oh, God,
I find it hard to believe it's only that amount. But that kind of goes with the 40% that spend all their Christmas money on credit cards.
Yes, some people don't have a budget or don't plan and create a budget like, hey, I can afford to spend this much.
Mm-hmm.
Some people do and then go over budget.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's some people that really stick to it, You
just described us. Stick to it, over budget.
Stop.
Just saying.
What are you saying?
I love you, Patrick.
Oh.
So.
So anyway.
Do you know that 5% of Americans spend over $5,000 a year on Christmas? On credit cards?
5%.
5%. 5 out of every 100 people spend $5,000 a year on Christmas presents.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
If you don't have a dash cam in your semi and you went and spent all that money on it, do you really think that you and your truck are protected against John Q. Public? We don't. That is why we recommend Rexing USA cameras and equipment. Whatever it is you are looking for, whether it be a dash cam, a body cam, a trail cam, or similar, they probably have it.
Nearly every new vehicle coming out has a dash cam, and there is a reason for it. Litigation. Yes, welcome to America, the land of litigation. So the best thing you can do is to protect what you own with video and pictures.
And their dash cams, boy, let me tell you, their cams do a lot. They have 170-degree ultra-wide angle lenses that will automatically lock in the last video if it feels a vibration from an accident. It has a supercapacitor battery backup that is better than lithium for extreme heat or cold. Add in loop recording, a mobile app, and parking monitoring, and more.
And yes, now you have a really great package for this company of cameras. So come on, check it out at 18wheeltalk.com/dashcam. That's 18wheeltalk.com/dashcam.
Are they starting in January, or is this like
I don't
November
know.
to December?
I don't know.
Come on, statistic lady, statistic me.
Statistic you? Well, if Kyle buys me that TV that I asked him for on my list, right there's, if he bought it today, 3,400 of his spending. So
yeah, right.
if he didn't, it's 4,000.
Well,
So
he's not budget friendly.
we're okay. Well, that's fine. He's got a savings account for a reason. So we're talking about lists. There's the 4-gift rule. You limit the number of gifts for your children to 4 gifts. Now, I know someone, like I said, that buys their children like 30 gifts. So obviously they've never heard of this, but it's something they want, that big toy, something they need, something they can wear, and something they can read. Okay. Need, want, wear, read.
And
That's 4.
I know that's 4, and 5 would be the 5 stars in the review that you leave us. Hit the like button if you're getting value from our show today.
Okay. So if it was,
if we're giving you all that stupid knowledge that you could use in the future, please leave a like and a comment.
If we went by the 4-star rule for each other, what would your 4 things be? Want, need, wear, read. What do you want? What do you need? What would you wear? And what would you read?
I would want.
But first of all, let me just go. That's the wind howling through his head as he's thinking.
What? Wait a minute.
Oh, come on. That was mad funny.
All I want for Christmas is a big satchel of cash. That's it.
Okay, there's your want.
What do I need?
What do you need? A big satchel of cash.
A big satchel of cash.
A bigger satchel of cash.
Yeah.
What are you going to wear? What do you want to wear?
The clothes in my closet.
Oh, come on. I was actually serious.
I'm being serious too. I wear jeans and t-shirts. I got plenty of those. I don't need any more.
And what are you going to read?
Nothing. Because I don't need to. I have Janet to read to me. Oh, come on. That was a good one.
It was a good one. I'll give you that.
That was a good one.
And now tell them why you say that.
Because you're like a...
Terms and conditions. Tell them why you say that.
Oh, my God. Terms and conditions are like...
28 pages.
Yeah. I was like, here, baby, you read this? Tell me if it's good so I can check the box.
And I read all 28 pages and all the subparagraphs and everything.
She's like my legal terms and conditions right there. If it's good.
And even once in a while, I come across something. I'm like, oh, wait, I got to push another button and see if that's what that is.
Like, is that what I think it is? Yep.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Yeah, I was right.
I'm good.
Okay.
I don't do that.
Much.
I do not. Behave yourself. So
anyways, where were we? Come back in from left field.
4 categories.
Come back.
So what you want, I don't know, because you never tell me.
I don't want anything. I want your love.
You got that.
I know. I want you to make food.
You got that.
All right. I want you to bake cookies at Christmas.
You got that.
I got everything I need then. I don't want anything.
Well, you need a new pair of sneakers to wear.
Nothing wrong with the pair that I have.
Are you talking about the filthy pair or the worn out pair?
Which one's worn out? Which one's filthy?
Well, the filthy worn out white pair has cracks in them.
Oh, my work shoes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I can't tell you what the other pair looks like.
They're black.
I don't know how
and white.
I don't know how worn out they are.
They're fine. They're not worn out.
Okay, my bad.
I threw out the Adidas.
I know you did. I threw out
because they fell apart.
I fell out my Pumas.
Yeah.
I throw them out. I
My-
threw out a pair of shoes.
My old school Adidas, like from Run DMC days,
Mm-hmm.
finally shit the bed. I had a flat tire. I had to get rid of them. I know, right? They're
Okay.
the best comfortable shoes ever.
And nothing to read for you.
Well, no. No.
Okay. Okay.
I don't need. I no.
Okay.
My education stopped at 11 and a half grade. I didn't make it all the way through 12. I don't need to
baby
read.
Jesus.
I got enough
I pray
reading
to
that
thee, help me not to
I'm-
smack him upside the
I'm
head.
able to
Please,
read
baby
enough to
Jesus.
survive. That's all I care about.
Thank you, baby Jesus.
I know the basic, this. Hey, baby, what's this word? Oh, that's right.
Thank you, baby Jesus.
Thank you, baby Jeebus.
Amen.
Anyways, back
So-
to overspending on the holiday.
The 3-gift rule.
3 gifts. Wait a minute. We went from 4 to 3.
So say you're really broke, like I have been in the past,
Uh-huh.
and say if you've got 3 kids and $100 to spend, you can still make a nice Christmas for them.
But if I got 3 kids and $100 to spend and a credit card, I can make it really nice.
I wouldn't.
I'm
If I am so broke that I only have $100 to spend,
Oh,
I wouldn't touch the credit
well,
card.
that's true.
for the
Unless
children,
unless
because
it's
that
an
tells
emergency.
me-
you use it for food.
Exactly.
I'm not stupid. I may look dumb, but I ain't stupid.
I would find a way to make that $100 work at $33 a piece for the children.
You would stretch that penny so far. It'd go from here to California.
and
Well,
whip around
California
and
to
do
New
a
York, and then do a U-turn,
U-turn and catch it on the flip side.
and it would give you dimes for change. You'd squeeze that dollar so hard it was shit pennies.
But the big thing that
Oh, come on, that was a funny one.
okay, you got me there.
I got you on that one. No, because pennies look like poop.
So the
Get it?
big thing
Go
that
ahead.
people are doing this year, and I've been
That's good.
listening to a lot of people in places that I go, like when I'm getting my nails done or shopping or whatever. And I talk to a lot of people, know a lot of people. People aren't buying so many gifts this year for their kids because I actually heard Crystal say gifts are overrated. And she's got
What?
3 kids, I think,
How old are they?
all under the age of 15.
Okay.
She's like, gifts are overrated. She goes, they get all the stuff they need anyway. She goes, it's just gonna be something they want and they're not going to remember in a month anyway, which is true.
I agree.
The person I know that used to give their kid 30 gifts, he wouldn't notice them 2 months later.
Yep.
So she says that instead of that, she wants to get them an experience, like take them for a 3-day weekend,
Oh well, yeah.
Let me
Oh,
fin-
no,
let
no,
me
no,
let
no.
let me
Sorry.
thank you.
Mm.
Thank you. So instead of buying them something big and spending money she doesn't have, she's been saving her money. She's still going to get them some small Christmas gifts, but for their big gift for each of them,
Mhm.
she's taking them from Friday through Sunday to Disney, for instance.
Right. No, I get
An
that.
experience.
Yeah. No, that sounds awesome.
Yeah. And since we're so close, it's not like she's got to pay airfare and everything else. She can drive her car there, get the hotel room for the couple nights, go to Disney, enjoy SoCal, and
It's like us when Kyle would come visit us in the summertime.
yes,
We would plan experiences for him because this is Arizona and he only gets to see it in the summertime.
I just have one thing to say.
What's that?
What do you mean we, white man?
Okay, Janet.
I would plan experiences. I'd plan out
Janet would
at
say
least 3 or 4.
Wait, hold on. Time out. Patrick used to work 3rd shift.
Yes.
So Patrick couldn't pick up the phone during the day because he was staring at the back of his eyelids for pinholes.
Mm-hmm.
So Janet would say, well, what do you want to do with Kyle this summer? And I would make suggestions and she would roll with it because she's the coupon queen. She would find the discounts.
This is true.
So
He would give suggestions. I would take those, roll with it, find 3 or 4 different ideas,
and then
price them all out, present them to him,
and say pick one.
and then
Sometimes
You
we
and
say
I
pick
would-
2.
you and I would present them to Kyle and say, these are our options. What interests you?
Yeah. Pick two because you're going to be here July and August. So
Yeah.
pick two. One,
Mhm.
July, August.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
So you say you like tools. Now, are we talking about normal people like them or Tim the Toolman Taylor like them? Because if you're like the two of us, it is definitely in the Tim the Toolman Taylor's range. I have never been bored when shopping for tools.
So here's what you do. Head on over to 18wheeltalk.com/JBTools. It will take you to their site, which will normally give you a discount, a chance in a giveaway, join the rewards club, or something really great like that.
Then start browsing to your heart's delight. Whether you're looking for power tools, hand tools, 25-ton jack stands, or gardening tools, they have got you covered.
So take a few minutes and follow the link, 18wheeltalk.com/JBTools, and jewel over a few tools while you're there.
You just flipped everybody off. You did.
He's doing it on purpose.
So at whatever time this is into the video, Patrick flipped everybody off.
Janet,
go
see, she
YouTube.
She wants to throw me under the bus.
Go to 18-Wheel Talk /YouTube.
And subscribe to the show. If you haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting for?
And you'll see him flip you off.
I didn't flip them
You
off.
did.
I was counting.
You had your
two.
fingers like this.
All right, 1, 2, okay?
No, you should have
1,
gone.
2.
You should have gone like this. Instead, you went the other way.
I was doing this.
No.
1, 2,
I saw
1,
what
2,
I
1,
saw.
2.
You put your index finger down and that left your middle finger up.
Hey, Janet.
Hey, Patrick. He flipped me off.
Can't prove it.
That's my index finger.
I know. I love you, baby.
I love you, baby. So back to the subject at hand. So a lot of people are getting experiences. So when I asked Crystal, I said, okay, and I really wasn't thinking, I want to do research for a podcast, but I'm always thinking at the back of my head about podcasts and stuff. I asked her, I said, so when you do something like that, do you like plan them out in advance, save in advance, or do you put everything like on a credit card? And I know her well enough to ask her that type of question.
Mm-hmm.
She said to me, she goes, she saves all her tips all year round for Christmas.
Okay.
Because she's a hairstylist. So
right.
When she gets her tips, her money that she makes normally, from cutting hair goes to pay her bills. Her tips is what she saves for Christmas and birthdays and stuff like that.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. And I used to have, when I was a restaurant manager, I used to have waitresses did the same thing. The tips is what went to the side for stuff like that.
Well, see, there was a job that I used to do when I was like just out of high school that they had where you could save. They had Christmas savings from January to October that you could have money deducted from your paycheck and put aside for a Christmas fund.
Yep.
So yeah, banks used to do that all the time. You had Christmas savings, and it was from January to October. October, the bank would be busy because people are going in to get their money.
Yep.
Because they gotta go shopping.
Yeah. One of the restaurant chains I worked for did that because I worked for a major chain, but then within it there were franchise owners. And
Right.
One of the owners I worked for did that where you could contribute, have money taken out of your checks to go towards your Christmas fund, and then take it out in like October. And it's just the same as like the eyeglasses or whatever healthcare spending, but they did theirs specifically for people not to go broke for Christmas. I know, what a novel idea.
Oh my God.
But I'm a firm believer that you have to set price limits at Christmas. Like you and I, we sit down and we really do give each other lists and say, I want this for Christmas. I jokingly gave Kyle a list for Christmas because
it had wine.
He mentioned that he was going Christmas shopping or to the mall with friends. And I said, do you want my list? And he said,
wine.
we text all the time. And he said, sure. So I sent wine, tequila.
Hold on.
Do you have the list?
I have the list.
He has the list. Well, then when he said he was going today, I added to the list because apparently he forgot to shop for me the first shopping trip. That's why my hair's loose. I got the wrong head thingy in it.
Well, it's not my fault. Your head's coming loose.
My head's coming loose, honey.
All right, here we go. Fuzzy slippers.
Oh yes, fuzzy. I have to have fuzzy slippers.
Fuzzy slippers, bakeware.
Yes.
Good cookie sheets.
Yes.
Wine.
Yes.
Wine.
Yes.
Tequila.
Yes.
Skincare stuff.
Yes.
Wine glasses.
Yes. Yes. Say it.
Weed gummies.
Yes. For pain.
The good ones.
Yes.
The good stuff, not the crap your friends get.
Yes.
Makeup.
If I'm going to use weed gummies, I want to try the good stuff. I just know that teenagers don't buy the good stuff, so I want stuff that's appropriate for 29
Can I
years
finish
old.
the list, please? Makeup brushes, wine. Did I mention gift cards or alcohol?
You think I like alcohol or something?
Nope.
And then today, because
85-inch big screen TV.
because he said he was going shopping, I said, "Do you have my list?" And he said, "Yes." I said, "Can I add to it?" And he said, "Yes." And so I sent him a picture of an 85-inch TV.
Oh my God, this thing's got all the bells and whistles.
Every
It's
bell
smart.
and whistle,
It's so smart it'll wipe your butt from 1,000 feet
probably, and cook dinner.
in 3D.
And it's on sale for $3,400. And he said, "Wow, that price." I said, "I know, isn't it a good price? It's got $700 marked off the price."
I know.
And he
right?
went, "Oh, that was pretty much the response."
$700 cheaper than it normally is. What do you mean?
My first widescreen cost me like $4,500. That was a long time ago, and it had picture-in-picture and everything.
I know.
This is the first widescreen I've had without picture-in-picture. I was so disappointed I couldn't find one with picture-in-picture that year.
They did away with it.
I
don't know
liked
why.
picture-in-picture.
So did I. You know what? I don't know what to tell you.
That's why I need two TVs, a big one and a little one, right next to each other. My version of picture-in-picture.
Oh, there you go.
See,
I should
the
bring-
85-inch would be the 85-inch would be the big screen. The 65-inch would be the picture-in-picture.
Yeah,
Okay.
except you won't be able to see beyond the 65-inch to see the 85-inch.
If we put the
Unless you're
85-inch,
watching the same show.
if
It's
we
just
put
an
the
extension.
85-inch on the wall and the 65-inch down lower to the right, it'll work.
Oh, why don't we just get like 4 85-inch screen TVs and we make a big one and we wire them all together so that we can watch them separately or all one big.
You do know I know someone that had a 10-foot screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But no. I want individual TVs.
Oh.
So we can watch 4 different football games at the same time, or we can watch a movie and it shows up on all 4 screens
at once
as
it
one
fills
picture.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sacre bleu.
And they got to be seamless. The seamless ones where they're so close together that you can't even tell there's a seam.
Oh.
The edge to edge ones. See?
Tell me more.
See, this guy's got
Tell me
this
more.
guy. I may look dumb, but I ain't stupid.
Where are we going to get the money for this? Tell me.
Hello,
Kyle's credit card.
Kyle works. Hello.
Kyle works. He's got to go get credit cards. Hey, Kyle, what I want for Christmas is what he just said.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and a house to put it on.
Tell me that wouldn't need a bomb, yo.
Yeah, that'd be bomb diggity.
Anyways,
So much for price limits.
yeah, right. Hey, listen.
Oh, so
If I to reiterate back to my sack of money, if I had a sack of money, I would go all out. Just saying.
so kind of related, sack of money.
Yeah, sack of money.
Well, if winning the lottery is a whole different. Most people that win the lottery always say, "Well, I wasn't happy,
No,
and that's why I'm broke now 2 years later." And
You were happy. You spent that money on shit that you normally wouldn't fucking spend the money on.
that's why you're not happy
that's
because you
why you're
gave it all
broke.
away. You're broke,
And then you're broke.
and now you're not happy because you're broke in a house you can't afford to pay the utilities
Oh
in.
my God! Pay the damn house off first, okay? And then piss the rest of it away.
So
Back to the show.
back to the show, I was doing research on 7 tips on how not to go broke during the holidays,
Okay,
which is kind of a sidetrack, but I'm going to bring it up anyway.
bring it up. Let's go to left
Because-
field. We're always in left field, so let's just go.
Let's go.
I'm driving.
7 tips on how not
Hit
to
it.
go broke during the holidays.
Number 1.
Set price limits. We
Okay.
already talked about that.
Number 2.
Do not buy tons of new clothes for all the parties you're going to go to.
What? Well, there goes your shopping spree.
No, I wouldn't buy a ton of new clothes. You know that.
Number 3.
Use cash instead of credit cards.
Okay. It's only good for now. Wait. Most people have a debit card that's linked to a bank account.
Okay.
Tap and go still. You
You can still tap and go, but that's not a credit card. That's a debit card.
I know.
That's cash.
Cash in a debit card in a credit card form. Kind of, sort of.
God help me, please, baby Jesus.
Oh, baby Jesus ain't got nothing to do with this. This
Okay,
is good, this is good content. now.
my list? My list.
Number 5.
Number 4.
I thought we already did.
No.
number
Price limits, no new clothes, cash.
4. Cash. Okay. Number 4.
DIY it up. Stuff that you can do
Do it
yourself.
yourself.
Do it yourself. Like if we were having a party, do you think I'd have it catered?
No, because you like to cook.
Okay, DIY. Do it yourself.
Hello.
Okay. Number 5, consider not buying gifts for your friends, giving them homemade items. Stuff from the heart. Like if you're a good artist, paint them a picture.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Driver, if you haven't tried any of Mother Trucker Yoga's products, have we got news for you? The news is you are missing out on some great products that really do work. So, you're probably sore from a long day and just don't know where to even start looking, right?
Well, driver, stop right there. You don't have to wonder anymore. These products were all designed with the professional truck driver in mind. And the Stiff Mother Trucker Pain Relief Cream is 100% natural. As in, all the junk that you don't need on your body is not in it. It is paraben-free, gluten-free, sulfate-free, and artificial dye-free.
Probably made right here in the USA. Road tested, trucker approved.
It relieves sore muscles, soothes pain and inflammation from bee stings and insect bites. It calms that back pain from driving those long, hard roads, helps alleviate foot pain, helps reduce wrist pain, elbow pain, and stiffness in the neck and shoulders from poor sleep or overuse.
In other words, if your body is feeling bruised and bumped up from that ever-intensive truck driver life, then Stiff Mother Trucker Pain Relief Cream is the answer to what you are asking. Just ask the crew at A&E Shipping Wars. They will let you know.
So go to 18wheeltalk.com/resources and look for Mother Trucker Yoga to find this and many more great products.
Okay. No, I get it.
Okay. And if you're going to buy them something, buy set price limits.
Okay.
We've done gift exchanges. If I've got 10 people coming to a party, we've done it with your family in the past where we do a
under $20 or less.
$20 or less and a
Gift exchange.
but not everybody doesn't buy for everybody. What's it called?
Secret Santa.
Secret Santa. Thank you very much. Jesus Christ, Patrick.
Well,
okay.
Listen, you put the ESP blocker on. I couldn't read it. Okay.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Okay. Number 6.
I got headphones on. I can't hear your thoughts.
Number 6, avoid the shopping momentum effect. And that is you're out there, you're buying stuff, you're shopping. It's like, oh, I got this and I'm done shopping, but oh, that's pretty and that's pretty and that's pretty.
That's the butterfly effect.
There you go. Butterfly effect.
Wait. That's like going grocery shopping hungry. You don't wanna do that.
Exactly.
Don't go shopping hungry.
Don't go shopping hungry.
Because you'll buy a lot of shit that you don't need.
And number 7, I don't know about this one. Pick up some extra work if you need the extra cash.
I can see that.
Yeah, it just depends on what the extra work is. If it's baking cookies and selling
No,
them, I'm all for baking cookies and selling
They're
them.
talking for the people that have a 9-to-5 job. Pick
I
up
know.
extra work,
I know.
like me.
I was trying to be funny.
OT, baby.
Okay, baby. They say, can you stay a couple extra hours? Oh, sure I can.
Twist my arm, will you? That's the easy work.
Okay.
That's it. That's all you got.
That was my 7 tips. That was 7.
Nice.
Okay, what do you got over there?
I don't got nothing. I got nothing. I
Nothing?
I got in 2019, holiday sales surpassed the $1 trillion mark. That was 2019. And then COVID came to visit, and everybody said, "Holy fuck!"
Mm-hmm.
So, and in 2019, not only did it surpass $1 trillion mark for the first time, with the average U.S. spending coming to $1,536 for every household.
Which makes sense because the majority households are couples or couples with one kid.
E-commerce spending in the United States posted another new record, reaching a peak of $142.5 billion. Jesus Christ, they could help pay off the fucking deficit with all that money.
Billion with a B.
Wow. Billion, baby.
Billion, baby.
Rose up 13% as per the data showing here.
From Adobe?
Yep.
How does Adobe know?
I don't know. Adobe also stated that smartphone sales accounted for 84% of 2019's e-commerce growth.
Okay, and remember when we were talking about it, now I take that to mean that 84% of the growth was from people buying stuff from their smartphone.
Yeah, you can take it either way. Or the growth was from smartphone sales because one of these freaking babies is $900.
I don't know. I don't know if it would be people buying smartphones or people buying stuff on their smartphone.
I think in 2019 it was people buying smartphones.
Okay.
But now it's people buying on their smartphone.
Because I do my shopping on my phone.
Well, you can do everything on your phone.
That's the whole point.
Just at. Oh, God, Lord, help me, baby Jesus.
No, he's got nothing to do with this. That's what you told me. Oh, you can still call on him a couple times. I did like 3 or 4. You still got a couple.
I know.
You got a couple gimmies. Okay. Go ahead. My bad. I'll just lean back a second.
Where'd you go?
I'm back here.
Come back. What'd you do? Go out to left field?
No, I just went out to outfield, center field.
You went out to left field. Hey, you gonna come talk to me about this?
I was giving you my royal wave.
Oh, what's up?
Yeah, the royal wave. I learned that when I went to White Gloves and Party Manners.
What?
I was in 8th grade.
Look at that. Look at that wave.
I can also walk with encyclopedias on my head in high heels. The things they taught me.
I'm just finding this out. I want to see you walk around with encyclopedias on your head in high heels.
You go buy encyclopedias.
Encyclopedias and in high heels. You didn't say anything about having clothing on. What? Wait a minute. What are you talking about?
I was a child.
Come on. We're talking about. Come on, get your head out of the gutter.
Okay. Every day during peak season, sales exceeded 1 billion in online sales apart from Christmas Eve. And then there were 29 days of 2 billion plus of sales, rising from 26 in 2018. 2 billion a day? Wow.
I know, that's crazy. But you got to figure how many billions of people live in the United States.
For the first time in history, smartphone purchases accounted for more than 50 billion in seasonal sales.
Right. But like I said,
yeah,
it could be that people went and bought new phones because gone are the flip phone. The flip phone is gone.
Well, it's coming back though.
But but it's coming back in a digital form.
Yeah, this is true. So 100 billion sales mark was hit 6 days earlier in 2019, the 9th versus the 15th from 2018.
Wow. But like I said, you got to take the smartphone sales. It could be somebody either bought a new smartphone or
they purchased
on there, because everybody's got their face in their phone now. But I took it when I first read that stat. I took it as in smartphone sales,
and I took it as sales on your smartphone.
Yeah, so I guess you could take it either way. It's still a lot of.
So the next one, we'd have to do more research to find out, but it said that sales were down 40% we're expected to be down 40% in 2020. Obviously, I didn't see that, or I would have looked it up to find out. But COVID would have had a lot to do with
Yeah,
that, and
COVID.
everything else was down. So why wouldn't that be?
Well, I would say in-person shopping was down, but e-commerce shopping rose.
Yes.
And I know there's stats here somewhere on the e-commerce. Got to find which page had the e-commerce stuff on.
He's got lots of pages. That's why I keep looking over there.
Winter holiday spending jumped by 8.3% in 2020.
Okay. 789.4 billion in sales.
Man, I just want just a slice of that.
It's a little slice would be
I
nice.
just need a little slice of that. That's a small bag. That's a small bag of cash.
1%.
That's okay. So there you have it. There's a bunch of, statistical knowledge for you guys today. Don't be one of those people that just, overspends and regrets it, 2 years later. Like, damn, I can't believe I was still paying on Christmas from 2021.
That's right.
Yeah,
Be
smart. Our listeners are smart.
Yes, they are. Some are smart, some are smart asses, but they're all smart in one way or another.
But if you're also looking for money saving ideas, you can listen to our show episode, I believe it's episode 12.
I'm not sure.
Episode 12. You can go back in our archives and look up episode 12. I'll put a link in the notes down below here. Ways to save money in the apps that we use. So some of the apps that we use, I have money still on it. That's how I'm doing some of my Christmas shopping this year.
And I'll add another link in that I don't have in that one that I also somehow forgot to put in that episode.
Oh, no. But anyways, that episode, we're not sponsored by anybody in that episode. That's just stuff that we use personally, that we were like, hey, people got to know about these things.
Yeah. He saves his money. I pull my money out and I use it for things like groceries, gas, basics.
Because she's the fine and frugal one. That's why we named it, ways to save money in the apps that we use, the fine and frugal episode.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
anyway,
the higher percentage I save, the happier I am.
I believe it's also on YouTube. Let me just double check.
I don't know. We will find
I
out.
don't know. Let's do it. I got the computer right here. Let's do a search. Well, let's do a search, shall we? I believe our video started at episode 8. So I believe episode 12 is on YouTube.
So while he's looking that up, I'd be real interested to know on what you guys do for your Christmas. Do you have a set limit? Do you have a set price you spend? And which reminded me, please comment below. And I also found in my statistics that dog owners are more likely to spend money on their pets than cat owners.
What?
77% of dog owners buy gifts for their dogs, and it was like 48% of cat owners. But we didn't discriminate. When we had Daisy Pug,
Well,
she got gifts just like Cushla Kaylin.
Oh my God. I remember we got her
charcoal
fuzzy cubes.
It looked like charcoal, but it was catnip.
No, it was like charcoal balls.
Yeah.
So to speak. So we're like looking around one day. I was like, hey, what happened to the catnip balls?
Couldn't find them in her bed. Couldn't find them near her bowl.
Anywhere.
Nowhere.
Lo and behold, we got a dog that likes catnip. Who knew? Stoner.
Our black pug likes catnip.
Yep.
She stole them every single time.
Every time.
I would go and take them out of her bed, put them back in Daisy's bed, which was in a separate room, similar bed.
But in her defense, she is a ball freak. If you have a ball and you throw it, I don't care. You could have just like whistled, woke her up, threw the ball. She would have been like, a ball.
But then the funniest thing was the fact that she kept doing that. And then one day she went to go to bed to play with all the balls in her bed, and Daisy was in her bed.
Yeah. Oh, God, that was hilarious.
Daisy didn't do anything except lay there in the corner and both girls just went and stopped and sat right in front of it like, what are you doing in our bed?
And thus came the family bond.
Yeah, then they started sleeping together.
Yeah, I know. Oh my God.
Okay, what'd you find?
Yeah, we do have episode 12 on Video, so
Oh,
we'll put a
nice.
link. We'll put a link in there.
Very cool.
Yep. We'll also you just go to 18wheeltalk.com / the letter E and the number 1 and the number 2, and that'll give you a YouTube and an audio. So best of both worlds right there.
So
But I'll put a link down here in the notes, so that way if you want to check it out, it's there.
So let us know if you're a cash only, a credit card. Do you pay your credit cards off right away?
Or do you spend it?
Do you use lists? As parents, do you share the list with your grandparents? Because he's run into, and we've run into things where we bought something for a grandchild and then found out mom or dad bought it also.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like when Kyle was little, he would text me a list of things that he wants. This game, or this game. And
give the same list to his
and then
mom.
give it the same. And so me and his mom would buy him the same damn game. So rather than that, I decided after a couple of years of doing that, I decided that, screw it. I'm going to give him a gift card and he can go buy a game that his mom didn't get him.
And then I started telling him when I got involved, we need a separate list. You make one list for your mom and a different list for us. You cannot have anything the same on it. Otherwise, you're getting dual gifts and I don't care.
Yep.
And he found out that when I say it doesn't matter, I really mean it. If he gets the same gift, that's his deal.
Oh, well, snooze, you lose.
Yeah.
So if you wanted a Pittsburgh Steeler pillow and your mom got you one and then we got you one, guess what? You got two of them now.
All good.
Oh, well. Brain power, son. Brain power. We love you, buddy.
Very much.
Anyways, we hope you enjoyed our show today. Go to your favorite podcast player. Leave us 5 stars. Leave us a review. Let us know how we're doing. Like and subscribe below. There's right there by Janet. There's a little logo. You click on it. It'll pull up a subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting for? Join us on Tuesdays. We're going to be doing live.
Tuesdays at 2.
Yeah, we're going to be doing live podcast shows on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Arizona time. So with the time change, it's New York.
Right now, it's New York at 4,
New York
Illinois
at 4.
at 3.
Yep.
Tuesdays at 2 in Arizona.
And 1 o'clock on the West Coast.
Yes.
So
That'll change when the time goes back.
Yep.
So forward.
So far, Tuesday at 2. We might be doing double shots of tequila. We might do tacos. We might do burritos.
Oh, okay.
Margaritas. Margaritas are on Mondays. Tacos and
I
tequila.
missed my margarita.
Hey, tacos and tequila are on Tuesdays.
I didn't get the notification.
Wait, doesn't margaritas have tequila in it?
Yeah, so we can do margaritas
So we can do them on Tuesday. It's good. Anyways, if you enjoyed the show, let us know.
Thank you.
And always remember, laughter is the best medicine.
Yep.
See you next time. Okay, bye. 18 Wheel Talk. Thank you for joining us today. We greatly appreciate it. Be sure to stop by 18wheeltalk.com and check out all the affiliates mentioned in the program today. Remember, we're here coaching generations of drivers while guiding them on their path to success. We'll catch you on the flip side.
Spark the revolution.
So tell me, do you have one of those change buckets in your vehicle for fancy cafes?
Yeah.
And are you looking for a way to help support the show and just don't know how?
Well, we have great news for you. It is super easy, and you can do it for as little as $3 a month. Yes, that's right, $3 a month. That means for the cost of a cup of coffee, you could support the show for a month. And if you order one of those foo-foo frappy thingamabobs with all those flavors and whipped cream and sprinkles on top, you could support the show for about 6 months.
Isn't that amazing? Saving you calories from that frappy thingamabob with all those flavors and whipped cream and sprinkled things on top, and help out the show. What's not to like about that?
So to do so, just go to 18wheeltalk.com/support and you will see just how easy it is to support the show. And don't forget to pick out your fan emoji while you're there. That's 18wheeltalk.com/support.